Hello again, this is L8N. Today we are featuring three people. We have Jassy, and then we got Z Xera puooooty, and we have Buddy Lee. Man, this past weekend has been just outrageous of attacks on Buddy Lee. Somebody that didn't do anything other than have a heart for somebody and then get attacked while never putting out any information about somebody. So let's start out with Z Xera puooooty, wanting to say, leave people alone. Well, ZX, you really ought to take some of your own advice. Because you see, you don't leave anybody alone. Oh, they come at me and attack me. Well, Buddy Lee's had nothing but attacks, but yet still hasn't put out any information on anybody. But you have proven time and time again about how untrustworthy you are about keeping information about people. But you want to say, well, they attacked me, so I'm defending myself. Doesn't matter. Stuff was done confidentially. And I don't care what the attacks are, you still don't put out information on people. That just shows how untrustworthy you are. And then you want to still go after Buddy Lee eating pussy for an hour. Again, I have to give Buddy Lee kudos on that. You know, to go after, to be down there that long, I've said it before, I'd have lockjaw. And trust me, especially nowadays, I can eat some pussy. But you, however, saying that that's a bad thing, well, that just goes to prove what side of the aisle that you're on. See, no real man would ever make fun of that. In fact, I'm kind of envious of Buddy Lee to stay down on that, on Jassy. But I have my theory about that that'll come later on in the video, because that'll have something to do with Jassy. You know, you are a piece of work, ZX. You know, and then you want to say Buddy's not funny. Yeah, he is. He ranks up there pretty high as far as I'm concerned. You, however, aren't. And Buddy Lee don't have to take it and holler to get any of his points across, where you do. All the time. But moving on. Now, it's Jassy's turn. wanting to take it and go make Buddy Lee look bad. And I've said it before, that every time that she wants to take it and do this and put out information, she just makes herself look worse. But a woman scorn, I guess. The things people do, that are in heat, have a tendency to take it and say all kinds of things until they get it. And then even after they get it, they want more. I don't see a problem with that, Jassy. And again, you're another person that's untrustworthy with information. You're just a holder of it, that way you can use it. And most of the time, it's against somebody, not for them. See, you and ZX, I wouldn't trust with my kids' crayon confessions. Because you would leak them. I wouldn't trust you with any kind of information. I don't get it. I don't care how bad somebody hurts me or anything. I'm not putting out anybody's stuff behind the scenes. And especially if I'm trying to be in a relationship with them, Jassy. But I forget, women will use anything against a man when there's a breakup, just to hurt him. That's all it is, Jassy. Just to hurt him. Get even. Make it harder for the next woman. Which, that usually don't work. It usually backfires on them. Because usually the harder the ex goes at them, usually it drives the next woman to him even more. So, but, and then let's get to this deal with Buddy Lee spending an hour between your legs. If it's going to take you that long to have an orgasm, that thing must be well used, must have lots of calluses on it. So Buddy Lee must have had to work through all that to get it all softened up. That way you could feel something. You wanting to call him that he's got a little dick? Hell, he's not the only person in the world that's probably got one. So they make up with it in other ways. But any woman that breaks up's always going to say that, though. But you see, you wanted to go back to him too. So it couldn't have been that little or that bad. And then you want to keep releasing the information between you and Buddy Lee when Buddy Lee hasn't really released any information. In fact, he kept his information to himself. Even when you was putting it out, he still didn't say anything. Didn't show anything. So, Jassy, you're the one that has a problem. Of course, we all know that. And as a time of this video, you still don't have custody. The father does, but you don't. Now, I commend the father. Don't get me wrong. And he allows you to see them kids. And you went back to him because you knew he was going to get custody. And you also knew that would be the way you could see your kids. So, you're still the one that has all the problems. So, anyway, I'm going to let it go here. So, hit the subscribe, hit the like, and leave a comment. This is L8N signing out.